Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It's about that time, man. It's about that time. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go, man. Let's go. What's up, Nelson, Garrett, Danny, Francisco, Misfit, Jaden, KC, Steadfast, Jacqueline, Dom, what's good, brother? AR from the BR, what's good, man? Simone, 100, Trey, what's good, everybody? Yo, 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 we are back. You know what? The good old cook crack. Hope everybody had a great weekend, man. We got a big night ahead of us. We got a big week ahead of us. I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Let's get it. Am I in altcoins? I don't know if you consider Cardano an altcoin, but I only own Bitcoin, Cardano, Solana, and Ethereum. That's it. I don't own anything too crazy. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, man, we got a big night ahead of us. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Already up a couple dollars tonight, man. Took this short on gold here off this retest. As you can see, I'm up a couple dollars. We also took NQ. Took NQ a little while ago. Went long on NQ literally right off of this low here. Sold back into this 21,300 level. So I've already taken 2 trades today. Up very nice on the night. Not even the week hasn't even started, and we're already up very nice. This gold trade I love a lot. You guys can see. It's beautiful, right? We just broke that massive supply here. I entered on that breakdown, and yeah, this fucker's printing. Just a beautiful trade. Classic break and retest. Classic break and retest. Had that massive demand that was broken, retested as supply. Took a short entry off that supply, and we're just printing targets on it like 26,670. Yeah, NQ was a similar setup too. NQ was a similar setup. Obviously, except a bullish setup. We had that all-time high resistance. Retested as support. We took a long entry, sold back into those highs. So already starting off the nice night. Excuse me. But yeah, man, let's get it. We got a big night ahead of us. Super excited about it. Let's get it. Let me move my stop down a little bit more here. Bing, 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 bing. There we go, so I don't have to worry about it. Alrighty, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it again, man. First things first, as always, for anyone who's new here, the way that I structure lives, we're going to start it off with the economic calendar. Then we're going to move into the chart, starting with ES, NQ, then move into QQQ, SPY, and the individual names for the week ahead. So, without further ado, let's hop into this earnings calendar for the week ahead. Economic calendar, excuse me. And yeah, man, we got a big week. Got a very big week. Kicking it off on Monday. Nothing too extravagant. We have a couple Fed speakers, but they're nothing of importance, right? Nothing of importance, really. So Monday, we're good to go. Tuesday, a couple more Fed speakers here as well. Nothing really of importance. That's November 12th. The big data really starts on Wednesday, right? And this is one of the biggest data points that we have. With Wednesday, November 13th, 2024, we have CPI, right? And it's important to note what we're coming off of, right? What we're coming off of. We're coming off election week. We're coming off FOMC. Everything's trading at all-time highs, right? So the way you look at the market right now is it's a fire, right? It's a well-lit, healthy fire, right? And when you have a fire that's burning very well, right? You got good wood in it. Everything's going smooth. It's got a nice little coal built up in the middle. It's a strong fire. That's the market right now, right? And what happens is when you have that strong fire, you add more wood to it or you put a little bit of gas on it. Guess what? That fucker's going to burn even hotter, even bigger, even taller, even longer, right? That's like the market right now. If CPI comes out good, that's fuel to the fire. But guess what? If it comes out bad, that fire's burning so hot, a little bit of water is not going to stop it. Might put it down for a couple seconds, but guess what? It's still going to ultimately burn. So that's where the market's at right now. You guys know I like to use analogies, and that's the best one I could think of for the market in its current trading conditions. But Wednesday, November 13th, 2024, we have CPI, which is a very big data point. That is on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a couple Fed speakers sprinkled throughout that evening as well, but nothing of importance. Thursday, November 14th, another big day here. Kicking it off, we have our usual jobless claims, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by PPI, which is kind of like the little brother to CPI. It's very important, and that's what we got on Thursday, November 14th. Lastly, on Friday, November 15th, 2024, we have retail sales at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's going to conclude the week, right? We have very important data Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, not so much, but mainly Wednesday, mainly Thursday. We have very important data points that the market loves to react to, specifically that CPI point. So make sure you guys put that on your calendar, set alarms. Try not to swing into Tuesday. Try not to swing into Thursday. Dust settles from Thursday. Put on some risk on Friday. My personal opinion, I think we'll see some choppy action in the beginning of the week, and then later in the week after that dust settles, we'll see some nice action again, because the market, man, it's way outside of its bounds, right? Let's get into the market. Right now, the market is way outside of its kind of bounds, right? Well, what we've seen last week and to close Friday, it's kind of exhausted its momentum, right? We're outside of our usual ATR, right, is what I'm trying to say. The market's not weak by any sense. The market doesn't look like it's going to slow down anytime. I'm just talking about a short term, at the specific moment. The market's exhausted majority of its range, right? So we need a pullback. A pullback is healthy. It's not the end of the world. We just need a pullback, right? But if you look at this monthly chart here, we broke highs, right? This is new all-time highs for ES. We're trading at that big dog 6,000 level. And if you guys remember, right, everybody called me crazy last week. I got so many DMs, right? I encourage you, go back and rewatch last week's Sunday Live. Verbatim, I stated bullish target from election in FOMC was 6,000, right? And that's exactly where we went. And personally, I want to talk about last week for a second. I don't feel like I did what I was supposed to do, right? Caught a bunch of scalps here and there, but nothing really significant. When I had the opportunity to really catch a major move in the market, right? Opportunities like that don't come by often. And when you have all of those boxes checked off in terms of criteria you look for an A+ setup, an A+ swing, you need to be hopping on that opportunity. And I failed to do that last week. So I say that to say this: if you feel like you underperformed last week, it's okay, right? It's what I've noticed is when we have those quick snap of a finger changes in the market in terms of market conditions or overall sentiment, it takes me a second to adapt, right? I can't just confidently, aggressively slam breakouts like I did in 2020 or 2021, right? It takes me some time to adapt. And last week, I just felt like I didn't adapt quick enough. And before I knew it, the week was over, the move was over. So I say that to say what I just said, which is if you feel the same way, it's okay, right? For those who caught it, I mean, you know, I think it was pretty evident that Trump had a great opportunity and great chance at winning the election. I want to keep politics out of this, but I'm just speaking from a third-party standpoint, right? Just a third perspective. Is a great chance, and we all knew if he won, the market was going to rip. If the other party won, who knows what would have happened? But I feel like a lot of people took a gamble on Tesla, and a lot of people took a gamble on the market with the Republican Party winning, and that gamble paid off. My point of view is after the dust settled from obviously the election and FOMC, that was my opportunity to really seize in the moment and capture that move. And I just failed to do so. I was stuck on the intraday time frame. Even though I zoomed out multiple time frames, I just didn't have that action when I needed to have that action. And I spent a lot of time journaling. This weekend. I'm even comfortable going over some of my journal notes. But yeah, man, market absolutely insane. ES 6,000. This monthly chart strong, right? We pretty much just engulfed that previous bearish pin bar we had off highs. So this chart is definitely changed its structure a lot. Overall structure is still very bullish. Then you come down here to the weekly time frame, and we pretty much engulfed the previous 3 weeks off of last week's action. And this is huge, right? We have a massive bullish engulfing, engulfed the last 3 weeks, trading at its new all-time highs. This is a chart you want to find a dip, buy it, and hold, right? Like now that we cleared this 6,000 level, we cleared those previous all-time highs. I mean, a multi-week move is definitely foreseeable if we continue to trade the way we've been trading. But what I want to really talk about is the levels to pay attention to for the week ahead. And like I said, we've kind of exhausted a majority of our range, in my opinion, right? If you want to go look at like a weekly ATR for ES, right? Let's go look at the weekly ATR. right? Usually on a week-to-week basis, right, it moves anywhere between 80 to 100 points, right? Now, given back in 2020, right, let's go look at 2020. Big economic events, big catalyst in the market. You'll notice that this IV and the ATR absolutely expands, right? And if you notice last week's action, we've seen that. Right? Like the last time that we traded at the ATR that we traded at last week was back in pretty much 2022 and then 2020. Before that, it was even further back into 2015 and 2010. So the way the market is trading right now is completely irrational in terms of the way that it moves on a day-to-day basis. Right? And I say that to say this is what might not seem rational can be rational, right? The market can continue going higher even when you think it can. Even when it doesn't make sense, the market will forever stay irrational longer than any of us can stay solvent. So our job as traders is to kind of throw that rational thought process out of the way in terms of thinking and trade what we are seeing in terms of the chart. And when it comes to these charts, they're bullish as bullish gets. So that was the morale of everything I just discussed. But for ES, week ahead, what we really need to be focused on is a couple of things, right? You guys can look at this chart. It's absolutely insane. First things first, right? If we can start to pull back a little bit, back into the 6,000, 59.90 area, this is my first watch for a higher risk demand bounce. The reason I say it's higher risk is because we haven't really seen a pullback since the beginning of this absolute rip, right? So when this pullback comes, it's going to be a big test in terms of overall structure and bulls in general to see if they hold demand, form that higher low, and continue pushing. So that first pullback, I kind of want to be a little bit extra patient with, but I do like this 59.90, 6,000 area for demand bounce if we show strength in that area. The main watch is going to be a continued pullback back into this 59.30, 59.50 area. This is the main watch for a demand bounce on ES. If we come down there, very confident, would even look to potentially enter a swing down in that area if we showed strength. In terms of a breakout, right? In terms of a breakout, I mean, at this point, right, we've seen the type of market that we're in, right? Last week was a good, very indicative of the type of market we're back into. Breakouts are king, right? So if we break those highs at 60.40, I think it's a great chance that we trade back into 6,100. So looking for those pullbacks after that high day break is always a good idea, right? Right now, this is all uncharted territory. This is all-time highs. There's nothing for us to go off of. So, you know, market likes to make those grindy moves, trap a bunch of shorts, and continue pushing even when no one thinks it can't. So that's the type of market that we're in. Just keep that in mind and trade based off what you're seeing and not what you think. A downside scenario, you guys know I like to keep you guys prepared in all aspects. A downside scenario would be, I mean, I don't even know, to be honest, but I mean, if we get below 59.90, I think that's a pretty big level that would trigger enough weakness down to that 59.50. So that's a potential move, but again, it should be higher risk. The best approach is just looking for that pullback long into demand or taking that continuation type setup. But I do want to talk about a big line in the sand level, which is that 59.18, right? If we break this 59.18, 5900 level on ES, if we somehow, right, if we just magically somehow get super weak, get back below 5900, that's when longs are off the table. That's when you need to be super concerned to the long side, and that's where we can look to flip short back below 5900. But obviously that's a ways away, right? So like I said, I just like to keep you guys prepared. That's what I'm watching on ES. Set your chart, set your levels, set your alerts, and let's get it, man. NQ. I like this chart a lot more for multiple reasons, right? Multiple reasons. One is pretty much the past 6 months when ES and YM were pushing higher, we really didn't see that same measured move in Q, right? Like ES has been pushing new all-time highs for the past couple months, right? But NQ just pushed an all-time high for the first time in 4 months, right? So this all-time high break is a lot fresher than ES. So I like the upside potential here a lot more based off of that measured move in the ATR on NQ versus ES. So this chart, like a lot, what I want to watch on it is a few things, right? First things first is the level we're holding right now, right? The level we're holding right now. You guys can see this is a very clean break and retest. I already took this trade. I'm already in this trade, but it's still valid, right? You guys can see we had that previous all-time high resistance from Friday's session. We're currently retesting it as support. Into the morning, long as we hold this 21,250, 21,270 area, I think this is very valid for a long position into the morning session, targeting that 2130, right? This is just a classic break and retest. This is a beautiful setup, which is reason why I entered it, right? This is why I went long. We have the break, we have the retest. I entered on the retest. Now it's just a matter of holding into the target of 2130 or stopping out back below that overnight low. That's the game plan here on NQ into the morning session. Like I said, I'm already in this. I've already taken a trim, but I am going to hold these runners into the morning. But the game plan for the week, right? For the week. Ultimately, I would like to see a pullback, right? That's what I would like to see. First area I want to watch for a pullback is going to be this 2120, 2100 area. This is a higher risk area I would like to watch. Main watch is going to be this 2950, 2100 area for a demand bounce. If we can pull back into this area, I'll be very confident going long on NQ for a demand bounce. 2800 is also a massive, massive level. So if we somehow get weak and get down there, that's a very, very valid demand bounce. In terms of upside, I think if we break these highs, 21,320, it's very likely we're going to squeeze back into that 21,500, maybe even that 22,000 level. So keep that on watch as well. Game plan is pretty much long the dip and catch that breakout, long those pullbacks after a breakout. So that's the game plan there on ES and Q. I also want to discuss RTY a little bit due to how significant this chart is in that break from last week. So if you guys look at this chart, we pretty much been consolidating in this range here for, what is this, 2 years, right? This is a break of a 2-year base. This is absolutely massive in RTY, IWM. Definitely want to keep a close eye here. Levels that I want to pay attention to are, first things first, this is an overnight setup I do like, which is that resistance from Friday session, last week's session. You guys can see this was a major resistance here at 24.23, 24.25. This was a major resistance, similar setup to NQ. We have that break, working on the retest. If we can pull back and test this 24, 23, 24, 25 area, I would look for a long position into the morning. But the main watch this week is going to be a pullback ultimately into this 2350, 2360. If we can pull back into this 2350, 2360, I will be very confident going long for a demand bounce in this area. And I would also look for a swing position with the stop loss below 2340. And that's the game plan this week on RTY. Very, very clean chart here. Honestly, one of my favorites. And yeah, man, that's what I'm watching on ES, NQ, RTY. Let's get into these individual names for the week ahead, starting with QQQ. And I know a lot of you guys like to follow along, so let me know when you guys are ready, and we will rock out. Just drop it ready in the chat, and we'll get to it. Alrighty, let's get it. So QQQ here. Big levels I want to talk about. I mean, just look at this chart, right? This is clean as clean gets, right? This is a beautiful, 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 beautiful chart. Previous all-time highs, 503, 505, massive bullish engulfing, strong weekly closure above those highs. This is a beautiful chart, right? From a weekly standpoint, this is beautiful. Game plan is any pullback into this 503, 505 for that weekly retest. I think that's worthy of a swing. Right, that's my game plan in terms of a macro picture, right? Big picture. That's the game plan here on QQQ. Now, from like an intraday standpoint, on a day-to-day basis, going into this week, what I want to watch is a few things, right? First things first is Friday's highs at 515. 515, we've seen significant selling off of that level intraday, creating that high at 515. So if we can get back above 515, get a nice strong break and hold, I'll be very confident going long. Target would be that 520 psychological level. Now, on the flip side, let's say we fail 515. We have a major structure here at 511.50. If we get below 511.50, it's very likely we're going to see some aggressive selling and profit taking back down to this 506, 505. That is the same level I just spoke about. 506, 503 is the area I will look to take a very, very high confident, high conviction demand bounce, and this is where I would look to enter a swing. Right? This is the area I would look to enter a swing with a stop loss of back below that 502 level on QQQ. So the game plan is look to go long above 515. If we somehow get weak below 511.50, that it is worthy of a short position down into that 507 area. But again, it's higher risk going short down a demand. So the safest approach would be let that 511.50 break. If we get the opportunity to short it, cool. If not, wait for that demand, 505, 507. Take that intraday demand bounce, grab contracts, month or two out, keep a stop below 502, and hold that fucker for a swing. That's the game plan on QQQ. Beautiful chart. Simply just wait for a pullback or that breakout, and we are good to go. You guys can see the significance of that 503, 507 area. That's the previous all-time highs. Absolutely huge. If we can pull back here, get into this demand, untested demand from those previous all-time highs, that is very worthy of a swing. So that's my top watch here for the week ahead. Absolutely love this chart in all aspects. Very, very clean chart. Very clean chart. SPY. You guys can see here, this is just parabolic, right? We already covered ES, but yeah, just parabolic, right? Weekly bullish engulfing, pretty much engulfed the last three previous weeks after that little bull flag. Nice rising volume, nice massive bullish engulfing on the weekly. This is clean as clean gets, but like I said, we are getting a bit extended on SPY specifically. So main watch here, right? Main watch here. First things first is a pullback, right? If we can pull back on SPY, I want to watch this 590, 591 area for a demand bounce, right? This is a high confidence area. This is a high conviction area where I would look to take a demand bounce, right, of this 590, 591. Now, what I really want to talk about is somehow, right, let's say we get really weak and we pull back in a 585, 586. 585, 586 is where I would look to put size on, risk on, high confidence, high conviction, demand bounce for a swing on SPY off those previous all-time highs with a stop loss below 583. That is the game plan moving forward on SPY. First area I want to watch for demand bounce, 590, 591. Swing area, 585, 586. In terms of upside, right, I think we have exhausted a bit of our move, but Friday we rejected that almighty 600 level. So that's the current high on SPY. Right, and we did see a little bit of selling start to step in here, and I actually like that it rejected first. That means there's pending sell orders there. So if we can come back and break that 600 level, get a nice strong break and hold, that's when I'll then look to go long on those pullbacks on SPY, targeting a move into new all-time highs, specifically at 605, 610, half dollar, full dollar, psychological levels as my target above that 600 level. I think we'll definitely see at least one more nice squeeze type move above that 600 after that initial rejection from Friday's session. And yeah, that's the game plan for the week ahead on SPY. Simply wait for that pullback or that continuation above highs. And yeah, man, that's what I'm watching on QQQ, SPY. Let's get into these individual names for the week ahead. Right now, I owe you guys one giveaway. Let me go ahead and update that. We'll do it as always. And yeah, man, first name we're watching for the week ahead is Tesla. You guys should have known that one. Beautiful chart here. To be honest, I didn't catch any of Tesla until Friday at 3 p.m. Maximum DJ hours, I was trading Tesla. I just couldn't go into the weekend without catching Tesla. And yeah, but this chart's absolutely insane. I mean, just look at it, right? Just look at this chart. Would you have a look at it? Just look at it. Have a look at it. Insane, right? Insane. Absolute insanity. Look at that weekly closure. Massive bullish engulfing. Insane rising volume. Earnings catalyst behind it. Election catalyst behind it. Everything we would look for in terms of deeming a name in play is there. Tesla's that. Tesla's him this week. Tesla was him last week. This is a beautiful chart. Obviously, we are getting a little bit extended. We're up about 40% in the past 5 trading days. So I do want to be a little bit cautious here. But this is a beautiful chart nonetheless. First things first. One, pullback. If we pull back on Tesla, I want to watch this 303, 300 area for a demand bounce. That's the first watch on Tesla. If, right, we continue seeing strength here, no pullback, I would be interested in a breakout. If we get above 328.50, I think it's very likely that we see one more squeeze back into 330, maybe that 340, 350 area. Beautiful, beautiful chart here. Beautiful chart. Beautiful chart. Beautiful chart here. Just obviously we need a pullback. It's up 40% in a week. I wouldn't be as confident taking breakouts as last week. So I would much rather see a pullback on Tesla. First area, like I said, would be this 300 area. Main area for a demand bounce would be that 290. So this 300, 290 area, I love this whole area for a demand bounce on Tesla. This is a setup I would look to put size on. A+ across the board. And yeah, that's what I like on Tesla. Very simple, very clean, very clear. Looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Next, we have Netflix. Netflix is an absolute beauty of a chart. This thing is honestly surprised me, right? We had that big dip 2021, 76% drop, followed by a pretty much vertical move into new all-time highs, up over 400% from that 2022 low. Yeah, this is an absolute insane chart. Netflix has been super resilient to pretty much any pullback in the market. And yeah, looks very good. We have that fresh all-time high break from last week's session. It looks very, very good across the board. Closed into a massive, massive, massive psychological level. Rejected on Friday, which I love a lot, which is at 800 level. So the game plan here on Netflix is going to be as follows. Main watch is a pullback in a 775, 770 for a demand bounce. This is my top watch for the week ahead. If we can somehow get back above that 800 level, this is also my top watch for a break and hold to go long. I think we will see an absolute parabolic move above that 800 level. So keep it on watch. Those are my main two setups for the week ahead here on Netflix. Beautiful chart, clean, cut, and clear. Weekly's beautiful, daily's beautiful. Beautiful time frames across the board. Monthly, weekly, daily. Everything's in confluence. Strength is through the roof. This is my top watch. Love it. Next, we have NVIDIA. Similar chart to Netflix and Tesla, except obviously Tesla isn't trading at all-time highs. Netflix and NVIDIA is. Right now, we see a beautiful consolidation above those previous all-time highs at 144, 145 on NVIDIA, which is why I like it. Right, we had the nice strong closer from last week's session after a nice higher low here. Nice daily closure. Now we're just kind of flagging above this previous all-time highs on NVIDIA. So I definitely think we'll see nice value here as long as these levels hold. Got a nice little flag here. The game plan on NVIDIA. Pull back into 145, 144 for a demand bounce. Or if we can get above this massive psychological level here after Friday's rejection at 150, I think that's going to trigger an absolute massive squeeze into like 160, maybe even 170. So the game plan on NVIDIA, 144, 145 bounce, or above 150 for a long position. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Next, we have Amazon. Amazon. Pretty much similar chart here to Netflix, NVIDIA. Broke all-time highs last week. Nice, strong closer. We got that earnings catalyst. This is it, right? This is him. This is a beautiful chart. Beautiful, beautiful chart. Nice, strong break and hold above those previous all-time highs. Nice weekly closure, daily closure, nice monthly. This is beautiful across the board. Game plan on Amazon, right? First things first is the obvious. Is if we can pull back into this 204, 201 area, this is where I'm going to look for a high confidence demand bounce on Amazon. On the flip side, if we can break out of this hourly flag, get back above 212, I'll be very interested in longing dips on Amazon above that 212 level for a move into new all-time highs. I think this can trade north of 220 if we get above that 212. So those are my top 4 watches for the week ahead. Amazon, NVIDIA, Netflix, and Tesla. Beautiful charts. All A+ setups in my book. And yeah, look very, very good for the week ahead. Next name here is a little unusual for what I usually trade. This is Zillow. Right, this is a beautiful chart though. I love it. In terms of a technical standpoint, this is absolutely a beautiful setup. Right, we cleared this massive resistance from 2022. We pretty much consolidated below it for a whole 2 years. And if you notice, last week we had an earnings report which sent us absolutely flying, closing above that 68 resistance, which we were pinned below for the past 2 years. Nice strong volume here, nice strong closure, daily, weekly, monthly. Everything is absolutely beautiful on this chart. Game plan for the week ahead is going to be very, very simple. One, if we can pull back into the 68, 70 area, this is where I'm going to look for a high confidence, high conviction demand bounce. Or two, if we can get above Friday's highs at 74.50, I think that's going to trigger a squeeze for that daily gap fill back into 80. So either that's 68, 70 bounce or above 74.50 for that move back into 80. And this is one of my top watches as well. I love every single one of the names that I've covered so far tonight. This is absolutely beautiful. Last here, we have CRM. This is a chart I love, man. I love it for 2 reasons. One, it's a beautiful technical setup, and two, it holds a special place in my heart for holding my biggest trading day ever, which was a swing on CRM. So, absolutely love this. Cleared all-time highs last week, which was that 318.70 level. Nice, strong weekly closure here with rising volume. Trading into earnings, so I think it's very possible that we see an earnings run up on this name. Game plan here on CRM is 2 things. One is the one I would listed on my watch list, right? If we can get above 322.80 on CRM, I think we're going to see another parabolic move for that second day continuation above that 322.80 into potentially 330 or 340. So I think this chart looks very good. On the flip side, if we pull back into this 310, 311, I would be interested in a demand bounce, but it would be higher risk since we're coming off those all-time highs. And yeah, man, that's what I'm watching on CRM. That's what I'm watching on CRM. I got a few more things I want to cover tonight. Those were obviously the names that I just posted on my Sunday watch list. I have quite a few swings I'm watching. And yeah, man, got a couple small account setups I'm watching. A couple big account setups I'm watching. We're going to cover crypto as well. So yeah, man. To be honest, I don't even want to talk about crypto. I don't even want to talk about crypto. It's for valid reason, because I know some of you guys are going to ask me, where can I get in next? As if you already aren't in. And if you guys aren't in crypto, you kind of hurt my feelings, right? Because you kind of hurt my feelings. Kind of hurt my feelings. Kind of hurt my feelings. What do you guys want to do first? You want to go over crypto first? Or you want to go over the swing first? Up to you guys. Let me know. After we're done with that, we'll get into the giveaway and we'll call it a night. You guys let me know, and I'll go on your guys' lead. Everybody give a happy birthday shout out to my man Agent, tuning in tonight on his birthday. Love to fucking see it, man. Happy birthday, brother. Swing. All right, swing looks like it took the cake here. So, first things first. This is a beautiful chart. This is Costco. Costco. As you can see, we broke those all-time highs from last week's session. This is huge. Costco had a catalyst last week off a news article. And yeah, man, we had a massive move above previous all-time highs. Excuse me. I just want to give you guys a forewarning. This is not small account friendly, right? This is not small account friendly. And there's a reason I didn't post on my watch list. But as you guys can see here, we have a massive structure on Costco from those previous all-time highs at 929.25. This is my top watch for the week ahead. I couldn't post it because of how big it actually is. It's a $940 stock. I wouldn't be comfortable posting it and having small accounts try to trade it. But for large accounts, this is my top watch, right? Top watch. If we can pull back into this 920, 925 area, this is a very high confidence A+ setup for me for a demand bounce. On the flip side, if we get above 962, those Friday's highs, I think we can squeeze back into 1,000 for a new all-time high. So keep Costco on watch if you have a large account. This is one of my top watches for the week ahead. It is my top watch, actually. 920, 925 bounce or above 962 for that moving in 1,000. Looks very, very good. And I think it's doable. I think it's very doable. If we pull back into that demand, I think it's swing-worthy as well. That 1,000 target is on my radar, and I think we can hit it. Next, we have Upstart. Upstart. This is a very small account friendly stock. Last week we had earnings, so it has an earnings catalyst. The only thing I don't like about this chart is the fact that we're up 74% in a matter of a week, right? Now, a lot of you guys probably hear that 74%, like, damn, it's overextended. Guess what? Not when it comes to these type of stocks. 74% is nothing, right? These stocks can rip 100, 200, 300%, no problem, as you guys can see in the past. So, Upstart, I absolutely love. You guys can see here, we just cleared a massive resistance from last year, which is that 72.50 level. This is absolutely huge. Nice, strong closure here on the weekly. Nice, strong monthly bar developing. Daily is absolutely beautiful after Friday's session. Game plan here on Upstart, this is small account friendly, is one, if we can pull back into this 72, 70 area, I will look for a demand bounce on Upstart. On the flip side, if we can clear this 81.90 on Upstart, I will look to buy the next dip above that 81.85 for a move back into that 95 level. This is a stock that can absolutely squeeze. So if you're not comfortable trading names that are very volatile, stay away from it. But this is a beautiful technical setup. I love trading names like this that are extremely volatile. So this is one of my top watches for the week ahead, with that being said. Next, we have QS. This is a more speculative swing that I'm watching. We're back into a major demand here. This is 475. You guys can see. What I like to measure is how the stock reacted previously off of the key level that I'm watching. And if you guys notice here, every time we've been down in this pocket of demand at 450, I want you guys to pay attention to one thing. Look at this, right? First test, second test, third test, fourth test. Here we are again testing it for the 5th time. Every single time we've bounced from this area, first move 130%, second move 140%, third move 100%, last move 40%, move after that 100%. Here we are again trading in that same demand. So this is a higher risk speculative setup. I don't think the company is very profitable, to be honest with you, but it does like the squeeze, as you can see previously. And yeah, I think we can get a nice equity swing out of this. So my game plan: Monday market open, right? Whenever I wake up, if we're still in this area of 4.7, I'm going to look to pick up some equity, right? My stop loss on QS is going to be below 450. I'm going to give it a little wiggle room here. Okay, so my stop loss can be below 450. Long as it's within this range of 470 and 5, I'm going to pick up equity pre-market. And again, my stop is going to be below that 450. And this can be a swing for me. My target is going to be back into 6 or 7, right around that area. And this is pretty much small account friendly as well. It's a $5 stock. And just trade equity on it. Don't buy options. I like this a lot. Let's get into the actual swings. BA is a name I like. I know. Before you guys say anything, I'm just focusing on the chart here. We've caught it a couple of times. Looks very good. As you guys can see here, BA is testing this trend line from back in 2020. This is the 3rd touch of support. What's most important here is where we're currently trading through last week's session. Right? If you look at last week's session here, I'm going to highlight it for you guys. We wicked below that previous week's low, formed a new low, reclaimed it, and closed strong with a nice bottom wick here, forming a beautiful failure to go lower double bottom. So this is going to give us some nice opportunity for a swing if we can continue to hold these lows. So with BA, what I'm looking for is, first things first, my stop is going to be below 144. That's going to be my stop. My entry, I want to get an entry around this 146, 147 area. If we pull back into this area, 146, 147, that's where I'm going to look to enter a swing with a stop loss below 144. First target, 157.50. Second, 163. Third target is that 180. I'm going to look to grab equity and options on this. You guys know I pretty much trade every day with you guys, so I'll most likely enter this on Zoom. But if not, you guys know the game plan. I like this chart a lot. Nice bullish divergence here as well, as you guys can see. Stock made a lower low. RSI made a higher low. It's a bullish divergence. And yeah, man, looks very, very good here. Very, very good on BA. Disney. I think Disney can have some nice value here. We've been kind of building a nice little trend here on the daily. These higher highs and higher lows throughout here. Just recently broke that previous structure, which was that 97.50. Right now, we're just kind of forming a beautiful flag above it. Long as Disney holds this 97.50, I think there could be nice value here for a swing with a stop loss below that 97 for a move back into this 104 area, with the ultimate target being that 110. And yeah, it looks very good on Disney. I'm going to enter one of these names. I'm going to enter QS Monday market open tomorrow morning, no matter what, long as we're in that demand. BA, I'm going to look to enter options on. Disney, I'm going to look to enter options on. And ARC, this is a setup I want to keep on watch for a potential swing. As you guys can see here, this is a testing a level from 2022, which we've been pinned below for the past 2 years. And this can get absolutely parabolic if we do break. So what I want to watch here on ARC is a break of this 54.50. What I want to see is a nice strong daily closure above 54.50, and that would permit a swing entry on ARC with a stop back below that breakout candle low on the daily candle that closed above 54.50, and that's the criteria here. I'm going to look to grab options, and I'm going to look to grab equity, and I just gave you guys a ton of free games. So if you missed it, you missed it. If you didn't, write notes on it. And yeah, that's what I'm watching for a swing. Disney, ARC, QS, BA, and then Costco, and the names we mentioned early on my main watch list. And yeah, guys, that's what I'm watching for the week ahead. Let's do a quick little walkthrough for crypto, and then we'll get into the giveaway and call it a night. Yeah, I don't really talk about crypto because it pisses me off, because I know some of you guys didn't get in. You guys had every opportunity to make a fuck ton of money, and you just watched it. And how many of you guys? I'm just curious. How many of you guys sat on this Sunday live, listen to me say, hey, buy crypto or buy Bitcoin at 17,000? Or how many of you guys sat on this live, told you to buy crypto or Bitcoin 25K? How many of you guys sat here when I said 38K? Or how many of you guys sat here when I said 50K just recently? You can go back and check every single time. I even showed you guys, right? When I bought at 25,000, I did it on live. Put in 120,000 into Bitcoin at 25,000, which bought me 6 coins, right? I didn't know what else I could do. There's genuinely nothing else that I could have done for you guys, right? There's just nothing else. Everything's documented. It posted it all. I showed it all live. Showed my broker. Showed my statements. Showed I was up 6 figures the other day. Like, there's nothing else I could have done for you guys except press buy. And I can't do that, unfortunately, because I'm not with you, right? I did everything I could, right? There was multiple lives where I told you to put the fucking house on it. Like, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man, this was every single time I signaled Bitcoin. 17K, 25K, 38K, 50K was the last entry I signaled. If you listened, you listened. If you didn't, you're probably watching this chart right now saying I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Next time, you'll listen. But, yeah, this is just a beautiful chart. Right? It's a beautiful chart. Beautiful, beautiful chart. That's it. 100K, I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. From current levels, that's only another 20% move. I guarantee you we'll see 100K within the next few months. If we don't pull back, mark my words, if we hold this 74,000 level, by the middle of next year, we'll be at 100K. From now until the middle of next year, mark my word, we'll be at 100K. We might be at 100K in the next couple weeks. Mark my words. 20% move is nothing. We've already made a 20% move this month, right? In the past 2 weeks. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. Now, just because I say we're going to get to 100K, does that mean you buy the top right now? No. Wait for a pullback, buy the dip. I'll give you the level right now. So, if you want to get in Bitcoin and you're not in Bitcoin, right? One is you should have been in it. Two, watch these previous all-time highs, right? If we pull back to the 74,000 area, we pull back into the 74,000 area, 73,000 area, this is where you can look to pick up Bitcoin, right? You can look for that all-time high, break and retest, and your target would be that 100K level, right? I think Bitcoin personally is just going to get absolutely parabolic, tagged at 100,000, and then wherever we go from there, I don't know. I think it's possible maybe at 150, 200, who knows? But I know 100,000 on Bitcoin will happen, right? And I think it's going to happen a lot sooner than people think. Right? And I promise you, I will not fucking sell what I have until we get 100K. I made a pact to my closest friends. I made a pact to my mentees last night. I will not. I will break my computer. I will break every phone that I have. I will completely go off the grid before I sell Bitcoin early. I'm just letting you guys know. So you can do with that information as you wish. Like I said, I will go live under a fucking rock if I have to avoid the temptation. Last night, I checked my Kraken, I checked my Coinbase, I checked my Ledger, right? My Ledger was sitting at 740, right? That's where the majority of my holdings are. Coinbase was sitting at 310. My Kraken account sitting at 560, right? You guys can do basic math, that's 1.5. I literally sat there looking at my phone for 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes saying, you should sell, you should sell, you should sell. Then it came into my mind, if I sell, I'm going to pay taxes on it because it's under a year for most of my holdings. Eventually, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. This was like 1:30 in the morning. Woke up in the morning, see Bitcoin ripped higher. Sat there in my bed till my daughter woke up, and I was like, fuck, man. I'm sitting here scratching my head, looking at my phone, looking at the chart, scratching my head, looking at my phone, looking at my chart. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm going to sell. Literally, left my phone on my bed. My daughter started kind of like waking up a little bit. Went and got her. I left my phone upstairs, and I was just doing everything I could to stay away from looking at my phone. I literally, if you guys notice, I don't have any alerts on Bitcoin until 100K or 74K. I don't want to know what's happening. I don't even really want to look at this chart right now, to be honest with you. But it's a beautiful chart. Watch that pull back to 74,000. Ethereum. This was the one too. Like when it comes to Ethereum, right? I just want to give you guys some free game real quick. There was a divergence, right? If you look at Bitcoin, it started making its move pretty much, 9/20, beginning of September, right? Ethereum didn't make its move until this month. This month. Like you guys had this whole time, right? Bitcoin was blowing the top off this whole period, right? This whole period right here. Ethereum was choppy. Bitcoin was trending higher, right? Like every Sunday live, I told you guys, this is the place to buy Ethereum. This is the place to buy Ethereum. This is the place to buy Ethereum. This is the place to buy Ethereum, right? Like you have this was the last chance you had to get in a good entry on crypto, right? Like in my opinion, right? And from, obviously that low, we're already up, 40% almost. It's huge, right? It's absolutely huge. But what I would say is just hold. You know what I mean? Just hold. This is a chart you just hold. If you're not in and you want to get in, a very good entry is a retest of this structure, right? If we can pull back into like 2750, 2800, I will load the boat again on Ethereum. Right? If we can pull back into 2750, 2800, that's where I'll look to load boat again on Ethereum. Risk to reward there is still extremely great, right? Alexis, yep, yes, officially. I was a couple times before when we approached all-time highs, but now I'm concrete. You can strip me of everything. You can take away all my trading accounts. You can take away my lawn care business. You can take away everything from me, and I can just have my crypto, and I'll be set. That's it. And that's a great feeling. You know what I mean? That's an absolute great feeling. Like if I wanted to send $1 million right now, I could send $1 million in one tap of my phone within minutes. You know how good of a feeling that is to know that I'm safe in that nature? So God forbid anything happen. I need to send 100K, 200K, 300K, 400K, or $1 million, right? I'm not saying obviously what happened, but let's say I want to buy a Richard Mille, which I do, and I need to wire 400K. I could do it in 5 minutes. Right? I could do it in 5 minutes. And that's the beauty of crypto, right? It's decentralized, it's off the grid, it's safe, it's a great investment, as you guys can see. It's not going anywhere, right? It's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Another big one I've been in is Solana. Like I said, this was a name that you guys had a million opportunities to enter as well, right? A million opportunities off this 120, 125, 126. Like this is just a beautiful chart. A beautiful chart. Another one that I'm holding. And yeah, it's beautiful. Even Dogecoin. I mean, look at Dogecoin, man. I don't have any personally, but this thing's up 270%. Right? Like this looks good. I will grab some if it pulls back. If Doge can pull back to like 0.23, 0.22, that's where I'll look to enter a swing on Doge. I would do that. I'll be a short-term swing. I'm just not comfortable holding these type of coins. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Couple more on here, little other coins that I keep an eye on. This I do have. I do have Cardano. I do have. My average is horrible though. I think my average is up here like 0.6. I think I'm just now break even or some shit. Yeah, Shiba coin, I don't really know much about that. But Coinbase, I do want to talk about for the week ahead. I think it was on my watch list, was it? No, it wasn't. Coinbase, I do like. I don't know why it wasn't on my watch list, to be honest with you. But I love Coinbase, right? I mean, just look at this weekly chart. It's absolutely insane. Nice rising volume, massive bullish engulfing. This is just a beautiful chart. Yeah, I don't know why this wasn't on my watch list. I don't know. I don't know why it wasn't on my watch list. It should have been. Should have been on my watch list. But Coinbase, if you want to trade it this week, which I will be, first initial watch is this 260 level. This is a higher risk bounce I'm watching. Main watch for a demand bounce is a pullback into this 240, 245. If we can pull back into 240, 245, this is where I'll look for an intraday demand bounce and enter a swing on coin with a stop below 235. On the flip side, if we can get above Friday's highs, 273.50, I think we'll see a Tesla-like move here back into 290, maybe even 300. Now that I think about it, this is like an identical chart to Tesla, trading at the same exact levels. Right? Tesla's breakout, look at this. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys something. This is actually like a similar chart to Tesla. Tesla's breakout level, look at this, was 270, 273.50. Look at that, 273.50. That was Tesla's breakout level and the run into 328. That's also the same level on coin. 273.50. Exactly. That is insane. I just noticed that. 273.50. Is that right? Yeah, it's right. 273.50 sent Tesla into 300. That's weird. But yeah, watch that 273.50. I think this can also see 300 shortly after. Coin's definitely a top watch for the week ahead. I'm going to put that at the top of my watch list. For smaller accounts, keep an eye on Mara. Mara looks very good. If Mara can get above this 20 level, I think this can go absolutely parabolic in a 23 and that 27 area. That looks very, very good. Just set alerts so you don't miss it. What else do we have? Riot above 13 looks absolutely good. And yeah, man, we've covered an absolute ton tonight. I'm running a little bit late. I got to get home, and coin is already at 300 overnight. I wouldn't doubt it, to be honest. Let me check Robinhood. I wouldn't doubt it, to be honest. Is coin really already at 300? No shit. It's up 10% right now. That's crazy. It's trading at 299. Well, there goes our setup for tomorrow. There goes our setup for tomorrow. Well, that sucks. Where's Tesla at? I don't know how accurate this is, though. Tesla's up $3 overnight. QQQ. It's not up much. What else were we looking at? Where's Amazon? Hopefully Amazon's not up too much. Amazon's up a little bit. Nvidia. It's up a little bit. Only setup I really care about is Netflix. As long as it's below that 800, I like it. But yeah, man. All right, let's get into this giveaway. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I just started that little Robinhood account. Let me see. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna try to trade this, but the thing is, man, I hate fucking trading on Robinhood. I do. I hate it. I hate it. I just started this account with 2K. Haven't traded all year in it, but started it with 2K. I'm gonna try to do something crazy with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but we'll try something. All right, let's do these giveaways, y'all. Then we'll call it a night. How many do I owe you guys? I owe you guys 1 at the moment. Okay, cool. Oh, you guys 1 at the moment. Cool. Let me go ahead and fix that. Keyword. Keyword tonight's gonna be crypto. All you gotta do is type it 1 time in the chat. You're good to go. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I seriously, man, I really do, just for you guys. Like, I really hope that you guys listened to me when I told you guys to buy crypto. Like I really, really do. I really, really do. Really hope you guys listened. Seriously. It's probably like I hate using the word easy, like when it comes to trading, but that was probably the easiest money you'll ever get trading. Buying the dip on Bitcoin and Ethereum when we did. Alright, I'll give it a couple more seconds here. All you gotta do is type it 1 time, man. You don't have to spam it. Alright, good luck, everybody. Oh, I done fucked up. Whoops. I don't know what I did. Where's the fuck? Oh shit, I done fucked up. I'll do another one. My bad. I fucked up something. Greg, NBA, where you at? Yeah, I fucked up something. I don't know what I did. It's alright. Figure it out. Yo, yo. There we go. Where's he at? Let me see. Yo, 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 yo. He's a good winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's a good winner. Congratulations, Greg. Yeah, I'll do another one. I fucked up the first one. I don't even remember the name. I know I fucked up. I'm sorry. Sorry. Let me get this fixed. Gotta send this over to Dom real quick. Alright. Let's do one more. I fucked up. My bad, y'all. I seen the Robinhood Legend, but I haven't messed with it yet. Alright, we'll do one more. You guys know what this one's gonna be. Good old turbo. I wonder if my name pops up. Does my name pop up? No, it doesn't. Why can't I enter? It's messed up. Damn, I can't even enter my own giveaway. Oh, man. I think tonight was a good night. How you guys feeling about tonight? Tonight was a good night? I feel like I rambled a little bit, but I feel like tonight was a good night, man. Like tonight was a good good night. Regardless if you guys won the giveaway or not, I seriously appreciate your time. Seriously, taking time out of your night on a Sunday. Appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you guys got some value from this. At least took notes on the setup. I'll see majority of you guys tomorrow. Pretty much every day this week. You guys know I live trade every single day. Obviously, I trade with my minties off the open, but I still post my Zoom link for free every day at some point. And yeah, man, I don't know how much longer that can last, so take advantage of it. But yeah, all right, let's get it. Choose a winner. Randy. Very interesting name. That's my pop's name. Randy. Dad, is that you? Yeah, 2025 is gonna be crazy. I wish I could speak on it, but I can't. I know there's a lot of other people listening in here that I would love to know what I'm doing. Love to know what I'm doing. I'd love to know what I'm doing. Randy, what's up, man? It's a good winner. Good winner. Good winner. Shout out to Randy, man. Been on YouTube for 13 years. That's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome, man. Alrighty, you guys. Alrighty, you guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here. I just want to say thank you again to each and every one of you guys who took time out of your Sunday to come kick it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's live. Like I said, I'll see the majority of you guys throughout this week, Monday through Friday. You guys know where I'm at. And yeah, man, congratulations to Greg. Congratulations to Randy. Again, appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's have a great trading week. Let's trade safe, trade smart. And yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and hit the hay. Hope you guys have a great night as well. Manifesting a bright green week for everyone. And yeah, man, catch you guys in the morning. Peace, everybody. Y'all have a great night.